How did you find out when the whole process was going down, when you was going to make the jump? How did everything go down?
Oh, how did I? Well, Eric, they just let Eric go. Bill Busch, we knew that.
Eric Bischoff?
Yeah, they just let Eric go.
Oh, yeah?
We knew that Bill Busch was the new boss, but he was an accountant. He wasn't a wrestling guy. So, but the WCW was bleeding money so bad that they put an accountant in charge, thinking he could fix it.
Oh,
Kevin Sullivan was now the booker, who Kevin hated Benoit, and there's a lot of heat there.
Yeah.
And Bill had this big meeting and said if anybody didn't want to be there, he'd let them go. So we called him on it. We knew that our time.
All four of y'all at the same time right there?
Yeah, we called him, and it got, and like, there was a lot of bullshit things going on, like Vince Russo just got there, and like, Vince would have me and Dean and Chris in some sort of match where we were going over. That's what he'd write, and then Kevin and Mike Graham would come to us and give us the finish where we were doing the job.
Yeah,
They were screwing us all the time. So there was big heat there, and we just wanted out. The place sucked. It just sucked to be there, and we seen an opportunity to get out and jumped on it.
How the hell did they give Benoit a belt one day before he left?
Because they didn't think we'd leave. They're so stupid. Like, they knew, like, the next day, it was in Cincinnati, and I was pretty vocal, and I'm screaming at Bill Busch in front of everybody, telling him, you'd be a fucking man of your word. You said you'd let us go, calling him a piece of shit. I mean, I was way out of line, but I was furious, and then I bitched about Mike Graham switching the finish on us, and Mike said, well, fuck you guys, I'll stab every one of you. He threatened us. So I did. The only next thing I could do, I called Time Warner's public relations department and said that they were supplying an unsafe work environment for all of us, and that we were suing. Our wives were worried about us at work. Their bosses were threatening our lives, and we made it to a big fucking deal where they had no choice but to let us go.
Yeah.
And we'd have been on Raw the next week, but they had a blizzard in Baltimore and we couldn't get there, so it took us 2 weeks to be on Raw.